Alright, welcome Poke People. This is Professor Evergreen of the Green Bay Slackers bringing you yet another video in the Pokemon Civil War that we got going on. This week is a new week. If you haven't been following, we won last week. It was great. We got to steal the water typing from... Oh, that's my last week's team. I'm grabbing the right... There we go. This is the right team I want to bring. We stole the water typing from our opponent's team, and they have since then gotten ice. So they have access to ice, dragon, fairy, and poison. And we still have the same four that we had last week. Normal, ground, fire, and ghost. But we also have water available to us now. As you can see, my team is the one here on the left. His team is on the right, and of course he has Black Kyurem. I'm honestly expecting every person I'm going to battle this week to have a Black Kyurem. I am not surprised. So possible starters, I could see him wanting to set up Stealth Rocks with Fable, maybe wanting to set Toxic Spikes up with Weezing, maybe... I'm worried about... Sylveon's probably a Calm Mind setup, or maybe a Bulky setup. Goodra's probably not Sap Sipper anymore. Maybe it's Hydration because it knows that I might bring the rain. I really want to start off with my Politoed to set up the rain. But is that actually a good idea? Honestly, I want the rain up to be most up of the game, if I can. You know, I'm going to go ahead and start with the rain. He can try to counter that if he wants. It's a very obvious startup. Maybe I should start off with Chansey to get the rocks up myself. But he only has one Ice type on his team. So having rocks up this game isn't necessarily the most important thing in the world, although any damage on a Kyurem Black is damage welcome. That being said, I am going to start off with the rain. I have a Damp Rock on this Politoed set. It's got Scald, Icy Wind, Rest, and Sleep Talk. And we are going to go ahead and set up the rain. I got two Swift Swimmers on my team in my Float Soul and my Mega Swampert. I got Sap Sipper on the Bouffalante, in case he wants to go for a Grass type on my many water Pokemon I have. I also have a Ground type in Swampert, in case he wants to go for any electric moves. So that's our coverage right there. Let's see what he's going to go ahead and start off with. I'm thinking Clefable, but maybe he wants to automatically counter my Politoed with something that can hit it. Let's see what he starts with. There's my nice spin. See that's my bluefish. I got one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish this match. Trying to figure out who all the fish are. The red fish is kind of a surprise. Okay, I can't read that name. Don Quixo. I don't get that reference. I'm sure it's something very amusing. I bet he's gonna set up Stealth Rocks though. I figured he would. And the question is, now that I've set up the rain, do I really want to stay in here? Say he set up the Stealth Rocks. What do I want in here? Do I want Volcanion in now, before the rocks get set up, since it'll have less possible switch-ins? Volcanion also does have the Sludge Wave, which is super effective against the Clefable. It also has the Waterium Z, and Steam Eruption was going to be really nice in the rain. And honestly, I don't think Clefable is going to be doing that much unless it wants to start setting up to my Volcanion. So I think I'm going to immediately switch it now that it's raining into my Volcanion. If he's going to set up Stealth Rocks, I want to get my Volcanion in now before the rocks really start doing damage to my team. Because Volcanion's the only fire Pokemon I brought. So besides that, everyone... I don't have any way to get rid of rocks this match, but that's okay. I'm not too worried about them in general, except for my Volcanion. So let's get him in here now. Oh, Knockoff! That's also great. I didn't think about that off the top of my head, but that's also great because he might notice now that nothing knocked off, because this is the Pokemon with the Z Crystal. Now, I really want to go for a Sludge Wave here, but if he assumes that I am going to go for a Sludge Wave, what are his switch-ins? Now, he's got two other Fairy Pokemon. Weezing, which of course resists the poison, but also isn't very specially... and I outspeed Weezing. If he switches into a Sludge Wave, I think I can outspeed him and go for a different move and take him out. So I'm not too worried about that. The Kyurem Black, I'm sure can take a Sludge Wave, but what would I do with him after that? What does Volcanion know again? Oh, he's got the Earth Power. I don't think we outspeed Kyurem Black, though. Kieran Black would be an okay switch in. But I don't think he's gonna go for that. I think he might go for the Wheezing. Let's just go ahead and go for the Sledge Wave. Let's attack what's in front of us. He might not switch out, but he does. Am I gonna see the Wheezing? Go Wiggly. Oh, Wiggly. Okay, so he sends in the Goodra. That's okay. Unless this is a... Do we get the poison? Oh wow, we got the poison. I was kind of hoping for that, but I feel and it doesn't matter. And he has a Flame Orb? Huh. What benefit does he get with the Flame Orb? He doesn't have Guts. He has Hydration, so I guess it'll heal it, but what would a Goodra need with a Flame Orb? You know, honestly, I don't know. I honestly have no idea what a Goodra would need with the Flame Orb. Now, here's the thing. I could switch out, but the rain is up, and I have a Waterium Z move. Looking at his team, all the other Pokemon, I'm either going to use Sledge Wave on or probably Flamethrower on for, although Flamethrower is obviously weakened in the rain, or Earth Power to the Black Kyurem. Wheezing, Wheezing I'm not too worried about Volcanion. It might seem like a waste because it's not very effective, but the fact that it's Stab and I have the rain up, I'm going to try to use my Waterium Z now because I think it can do a good amount to this Goodra, who has a Flame Orb. I honestly don't know what the Flame Orb is for yet. I guess I'm about to find out, but we'll see how much damage this does. Again, I'm not doing calcs for this tournament, but I'm just using the knowledge that I remember from when I did my preparation. So let's see how much this does. Hopefully it does a good amount, even though it's not very effective because of Stab and the rain. And let's see how much we can do to this Goodra. It does a pretty hefty amount. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the amount that we got. Alright. It's going to go for an Earthquake, but it's burned, so it's going to do less damage because it's not Guts. So... its burn was healed, and it got burned again. I don't get this. I don't know what the burn is. All it did was weaken his Earthquake. His Earthquake would have done more damage if he wasn't burned. But because he was burned, his Earthquake did less damage. So I'm not really sure what he's going for. But however, I do know now that another Sledge Wave can take him out, so I can, if he wants to try to save it, that's a good attack for a possible switch into his 3 fairy types. However, I don't think he'd switch in any of the 3 fairy types. He'd probably either switch in Wheezing. Wheezing's a good switch in, or maybe even Black Kyurem. But if he switches in Wheezing, Earth Power's not going to be... I'm just going to go for the Sludge Wave. It's the best thing to hit anything that it could possibly switch in his team, besides the Wheezing. But Wheezing is immune to Earth Power. Sludge Wave's not very effective. Flamethrower's not going to be doing very much in the rain. And Steam Eruption... I guess I could just go for Steam Eruption too. What's the accuracy on Steam Eruption? Let me double check. I can't remember. It's 95, so it'll probably hit. Sludge Wave is 100% though, I think, yeah. There's no chance of missing with Sludge Wave. And I'm pretty sure that'll take him out with how much the last Sludge Wave did. But with it being Stab and in the rain, I'm just going to go for Steam Eruption. If he's going to switch out, he's going to switch out. But maybe I should have done Sludge Wave, but I feel like if I got a low enough roll, maybe he wouldn't be taken out. Maybe? I just want to be safe. I'm pretty sure the Steam Eruption will take him out. There's only a 5% chance it'll miss. Now watch it miss. Watch it miss. Let's see what happens. Oh, he's withdrawing. Okay. If it's a fairy type, I'm going to be really sad. But if it's Wheezing... Oh no, it's the Kyurem Black. Okay. I'm alright with going for Steam Eruption, I guess. I mean, it's not... It's still going to be resisted because of the dragon typing, but... Oh, it does a hefty amount of damage. Oh, it was a crit. That's why. I was like, I don't know why I did that much damage. It was because that was a crit. Steam Eruption in the rain is not something to worry too much about. Alright, I guess I'm going to go for the Earth Power. I feel like Kyurem Black is going to be faster than us. But do I have a good switch in? Because the thing is, rocks are up. And even though Volcanion might die right now, because it'll be slower, if I'm going to have to switch it out and back in, it's going to take like 25% from the rocks. So the question is, is that worth it for his... I mean, he definitely has other slower mons. So do I have something that can switch into a Dragon Claw or some other... I'm assuming he's going to go for something like Dragon Claw. And I could switch into my... Actually, he could go for a Earth move. You know what? I think he's actually going to take me out, but I don't think it's worth switching out Volcanion. I don't think Volcanion's done. He's already used his Z move, and the rocks are up. So we're just going to go for Earth Power. If we happen to outspeed, then we're going to... Oh, he's good. I'm actually really glad I didn't switch out now. I think I'm okay with losing Volcanion at this point, but if I were to switch out into something else and lose something at full health, I feel like I would have been in a much worse spot. And he's actually going to go for Sub-Zero Slammer, so I might actually survive this. I 4 times resist ice. And yeah, I'm not sure why he went for an ice move on a Pokemon that 4 times resists ice, but he did. Oh, does Dragon... You know what? I'm stupid. I should have just gone for a Steam Eruption. Dragon must resist. Oh no! It's Rock. I'm dumb. Okay, so don't take advice from me, guys. Here's the problem. For some reason, I recalled Ice being weak to ground. However, it is completely the other way around. Ground is weak to Ice. Ice is weak to Rock. And Steel, but not Ground. So that was a dumb play. I don't think he's going to let me survive at this point, but let's just go for a Sludge Wave, assuming that for some reason we still do survive. Because that'll take in any switch-ins if he feels like switching in for some reason, or... Oh, he's going to go for Roost. Okay. That's actually surprising. I didn't expect him to stay in, but I guess that makes sense. Let's see how much the Sludge Wave does. I think we're just going to stay in here till he kills us then, so that way we can make sure to get rid of him. Yeah, I think we're just going to keep sitting here Sludge Waving until he either kills us. Although if he keeps roosting, he's actually healing more health than we're dealing damage. But he's also risking the possible 10% poison, which could come out. Maybe I should just be using Steam Eruption in the rain. I think rain's about to end though. Alright, let's hope. I really hope I get the poison. If I get the poison, this will be a lot better. But if I don't, I think he's going to just keep being able to heal up. Okay. He might roost again. I can't switch out. With the rocks up, there's no reason for me to switch out. Do you think Steam Eruption will do more in the rain? I know the crit did a lot, but that was a crit. And if I switch out Volcanion, I can't use him anymore. I won't be able to switch it back in. But if I keep sitting here, I'm going to let it get to full health. Let's see how much steam, like how much turns of rain do I have left. Oh, this is the last turn of rain. Well, this is my last chance to find out. Let me see. Steam Eruption base power is 110. Sludge Voyage was 95. Alright, let's go for a Steam Eruption and see if it does a little bit more just because of the fact that it's Stab. Stab, Rain, and higher base power overall. If I missed, that would have been terrible. Oh, I got the burn! Okay. I think that changes a lot now. The rain has stopped, which is unfortunate. That's going to make my Steam Eruption do less again. But the fact that he's burned, I think... Let me see. 110 times 1.5, but then down a quarter. Or down half. Okay. So I think Sludge, now that the rain is gone, Sludge Waves are going to be more powerful. I think that's right. Yes, they are. Alright, I'm going to go for Sludge Waves now, and I think Sludge Waves plus Burn should be doing... Okay, he's just going to take me out. That's fine. That's perfect. Now that he's burned, he realizes that he's not going to have much going on with this thing. Okay. So that's Volcanion gone, but that's okay. I was ready to sacrifice my Volcanion. My Volcanion was good and done with. Alright. Now, I really need the rain up for most of my other team to work. But if I bring in my Politoed to let him set up the rain, he can roost up on me, which is not good. I think I should be able to just flat out outspeed him anyways, though, with even without the rain up with my Floatzel. So I'm going to switch to my Floatzel. I can't give this a chance to sit here and roost up and get healthy again. I really want Blackcurrant gone. So we're going to go ahead and go for... we could go for an Iron Tail, but that could miss. But the fact is, he could switch it into 3 other fairies, which also would be really good. Iron Tail would be really good against all of them. Or I could go for Brick Break, which will 100% accuracy. But if he switches out into a fairy... But, you know, I'm not worried if he switches out. If he switches out, I'm going to switch out to Chansey and set up the rocks. And if I set up the rocks, he can't switch back in. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go for a Brick Break, because we don't want to risk the miss. We're going to be able to outspeed it, because it is not holding a Choice Scarf. And it's going to switch out. That's fine. I'm going to switch in a fairy, probably. Oh, Weezing. Okay. So it doesn't really matter that I didn't use the Steels type anyway. So we're going to go for a Brick Break. This is a perfect opportunity for us to switch in Chansey and set up the rocks. Because if we switch in Chansey and we set up the rocks, Blackcurrant's done. It can't come back in. And I can take any special attack that this Weezing has. So we're going to switch out right now. I'm not even going to think about it in Chansey. And we are going to set up these Stealth Rocks. It's going to go for Will-O-Wisp. That's okay. I don't care if I'm burned. The only thing he can do to save his Kyurem right now is to send it in right now. But if he does that, that's fine. If he does that, he will be able to roost up on us, but we'll go ahead and switch out into something appropriate. So let's go ahead and set up the Stealth Rocks. Unless he switches into Black Kyurem right now, his Black Kyurem is done for. So does he know that? Does he realize he should send in Black Kyurem? Nope. I think he's going to send out Clefable. So I guess we can see what this Clefable has for us. I don't think it's going to be a physical Clefable, so I'm actually not too worried about the Clefable. Obviously I am burned, but I have Heal Bell. And in fact, I think I'm going to use the Heal Bell right now so I can see what the Clefable wants to do. Oh, it's going to go for Knockoff. Oh yeah, that's right. I knew that it had Knockoff. That's okay. My Eviolite is gone. But my Chansey is still pretty strong. I'm not too worried about Chansey. Let's see what it's going to do for next. I'm going to go ahead and go for a Wish. This is a... Oh, wow. It is a physical Clefable. Just flat out... Alright. I mean, I knew it had Knockoff, but I definitely thought that was just for, like, support. Props. Props, Mitchell. I did not expect a Clefable to have Drain Punch. That was definitely not in the cards for me to think of. But hey, good on you. I'm going to switch in Mr. Bluefish and get the rain back up, because my team likes the rain. My team lives in the rain. My team is all about the rain. And I'm still not too worried that Chansey died. Like, it was definitely the Pokemon I was going to use to heal the rest of my team if I needed to, but I'm okay with this. The question is he going to stay in now and go for a knockoff? Let's see, if he goes for a knockoff again, we want to go to Swampert. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go into Swampert right now. Swampert's holding the Mega Stone. If he does knockoff, it's not going to do too much damage. Swampert has some pretty good bulk. So we're going to go directly into Swampert, and... Oh, he's going to go for Heal Bell. That's fine. I think the only thing he's healing is Black Kyurem, which is already done for anyways, because of the rocks. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Alright, we're going to Mega Evolve, and we're going to go for a Stab Waterfall in the Rain, and see how much damage we could do. We also have Earthquake on this thing. If it wasn't raining, that would definitely be the move to go for, but except for the, obviously, levitating Weezing that's out there. He can switch it to Weezing right now, probably, too. Maybe he's thinking I might go for Earth move, but definitely want to go for a Water move. He might switch in a Dragon type like Goodra to take a Water hit. That would be a good move. He's going to send in Maggie, though, which makes sense in one regard. Very, very defensively bulk up Mon. But this is a Mega Swampert in the rain with Stab Waterfall, so as much as that makes sense, I think it's still going to do a lot of damage. So let's see. Yep, it's going to do plenty. that is definitely a 2-hit KO if I ever saw one. We're going to go for Waterfall again. We're Swift Swim, and we're definitely going to outspeed him even without the rain. So let's see what this Weezing's going to go for. He might just let his Weezing go down at this point. There's pretty much nothing Weezing can do to stop me at this point. So we will see if he tries to save him or not. I don't think he will. I think he's just going to let Weezing go down. In fact, I think he's thinking about not his move about letting Weezing die or not, but rather I think he's mainly thinking about once he lets Weezing die, what is he going to send in to deal with the Swampert. He's going to need something with a grass move to do 4 times effective, and he's going to need something that's going to be able to survive hits, because with Swift Swim, this Mega Swampert should be outspeeding anything on his team right now. I don't foresee anything on his team being able to outspeed me, so he needs something that's going to be able to take a hit from Mega Swampert, and that something is going to need to have a grass move. And if I think something's going to have a grass move, the really cool thing is I can switch into my Sap Sipper Bouffalant, which is what Bouffalant's here for. You know, honestly, I'm a little worried I'm not going to get to use my Bouffalant this match, but I'm really excited to use him in future matches. Whoever brings Bouffalant. And it's not even like it's a defensive Bouffalant with Sap Sipper. But anyways, I think we pretty much got him. His Big Thread and Black Kyurem is done for. He's lost a couple other Mons. He has a bunch of Fairy types left, but I don't think so those are going to save it. Like, Sylveon's very specially defensive, not as physically defensive. It can be still bulky and physically defensive a little, but it's generally not. Clefable's not going to... Clefable's also pretty much a 2-hit KO. Slurpuff's not going to do it. Goodra's probably the only thing that... Does Goodra learn a grass move? I can't remember if Goodra learns Energy Ball, but if Goodra learns Energy Ball and he has that, that's probably his best bet. But he's going to send in the Sylveon. The Sylveon's probably a bulky set since he decided to send it in, but I think I'm still going to be able to at least 2-hit KO it with my Waterfalls. And... does Sylveon learn a grass move? That is the real question. I'm not going to look up any calcs. However, I do want to look up super quick if Sylveon learns any grass moves, because I feel like that is super important to know, and I don't mind looking that up real quick. Because, well, obviously it can know Hidden Power Grass. It can always know Hidden Power Grass. But besides Hidden Power, and honestly, I don't think Mitchell set it up with a Hidden Power Grass move, but let's see. It does not learn Energy Ball. Okay, so unless it has Hidden Power Grass, I'm good. So I'm going to assume it doesn't and go for a Waterfall. And see how this does. Oh, speed, of course. Let's see how much damage it does. Oh, it's going to take it out. Okay. And I definitely knew that it's, you know, Sylveon's more specially bulky defensive than, you know, physically, but there's still a chance that he could have built it to be, you know, max HP, max defense anyways, and it could have survived a hit. And Swampert does hit like a truck, though. So, again, I really think, unless he sends in Goodra and Goodra has a grass move, I think Swampert sweeps right now, actually. I think Swampert's just going to take out his entire team. So I'm going to sit here and just Waterfall every turn until the rain goes away. I might use Earthquake then. And that's pretty much it. I think that's what I'm going to do for the rest of the match. Even when, yeah, when Goodra comes in, if the rain's still up, I think I'll still go for Waterfall. But if the rain's gone, then I'll go for Ice Punch. He's still thinking at the moment. He's going to send in Wiggly. Okay, yeah. That's right. That's the thing that was burned. But it's going to keep getting burned because he has the Flame Orb. I still don't understand. Oh, that's right. I forgot how low I actually got the Goodra because the Goodra, it doesn't matter. The Goodra can't survive a hit with a grass move if it had a new grass move because it doesn't have enough HP. Like, it's not going to survive a hit, unfortunately, for it. So that is unfortunate for Goodra. I think the game is over, guys. I'm sorry that it was such a straightforward battle once I got Swampert out in the rain. But, hey, that's how sometimes that is. And you know what? We'll take a win. We'll take a win when we can take them. We still have, yep, and the rocks are going to take out Minerva just like we knew before. So, the game is pretty much over at this point. We're just going through the motions of destroying his mons. Next up this week, I believe we are set up to battle Michael and Alex in a couple days. And then more... Actually, Will hasn't given us the time that he's actually going to be... Alright, I think I should be able to at least 2-hit KO, if not 1-hit KO this clip anymore. We might use this exact team again, honestly, even though they might give each other information about my team, so that way they all know kind of what it does. I still think it's a very strong, solid team that can deal with anything that they come with. So I think I'm going to stay with it until I come across a team that maybe... does a lot of damage to me, and then I might rethink a couple months at that point. But we'll see. Until then, I think I'm just going to stay with this team. If we win this week, I honestly don't know which type we're going to go for next. But personally, which one would I want to go for? You know, I feel really bad because they just got Ice type just this last week, but I kind of want Ice type. There's some really cool Ice Pokemon out there. Obviously, we don't have Dark, but if we did and we got Weavile, that'd be amazing. And then we'd be... Oh, jeez. I don't know what they'd do at that point. Weavile is such a strong Mon. It's kind of ridiculous. But we're going to go ahead and take the Slurpuff out with a Water Ball. A waterfall. And we defeated him. Thanks again, guys, for watching. Sorry that the end of this battle didn't have much commentary. It was pretty much just finished off at that point, just sitting through. Good battle, Mitchell, and I look forward to seeing the rest of the team this week and seeing if anyone can stand up to our great rain team that we got going on here. This is Professor Evergreen signing off. Then I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.